Hello everyone, this is Himanshu Rathore from Department Mechanical Engineering from Arya College of Engineering IT. Today we are going to discuss about the new product launch strategy. This is our lecture 4th. A well-planned new product launch strategy can result in a very successful business. However, often people do not plan the product launch well enough to get enough publicity and generate enough interest in the new product. The more initial buzz and interest you generate in your product, the greater your initial success will be, and more money you will have to market your products and create an even bigger impact. The very first part of your new product launch strategy should contain a well written press release. It is very important to make your press release newsworthy. You can organize a product launch at a trade show which will create traditional buzz and interest. This is the layout how a new product launch strategy happens. First marketing, then budgets, product design, customer needs, fund request. Now goes to R&D department and finance department. After that, design of manufacturing, process needs, sale forecast, inventory, budgets, fund request. At last, the production will goes. The next step of your product launch strategy is to announce the product launch to your list. Your list already known and trust you. If it is something that interests, then they will buy your product. You can create a video which advertise the benefit, and this will increase the interest level in the product. This is a global launch of new product. How the product can be globally launched? As we see, first we make product prototype, pilot products, production release, and sales release. Now after that, launch planning, marketing testing, internal launch, full launch. If okay, then this happen. Now follow up. Continuation gathering from competitors and consumers, customers, global management, dealer management, and local management. This is the framework of global launch of new product. Now, important point of new product launch. A product launch overview. For product launch, need to avoid failure to address customer need, overestimating revenue forecast, lack of cross-functional launch team, lack of clearly defined launch plan. Now, product launch overview. In this, companies seek out new product launch opportunity for strategic, commercial, and operational reasons. Not all launches meet expectations. To be successful classic product launch, pitfalls need to be avoided. First, failure to address customer needs. Second, overestimating revenue forecast. Third, lack of cross-functional launch team. Fourth, lack of clearly defined launch plan. New product launch is the second step of product life cycle management, and it determines the business success of the new product. As we see in this figure, new product development, new product launch, and product management. Preparing for product launch. For preparing product launch, pre-test and pre-launch forecasting. In this, used by firm introducing high-tech products, telecom products, consumer apparels, utility, financial services, medical services, insurance, software, durable goods, entertainment products based on primary data collection. Now, new product launch process. Once a product is developed effectively, product launch become the critical step to its success. The product launch process must address all the steps necessary to start volume, production plan, execute marketing activities, develop needed documentation, train sales, and support personnel, fill channels and prepare to install and support the product. We can assist in fine tuning and improving the product launch process by performing the following activities. First, review current product launch process. In this, identify needed activities, deliverables, and system requirements. Determine the organizational responsibilities and interface. Identify the issue and goals. Product development best practice assessment can be performed beforehand. Activities covered in the review should include testing, qualification, and certification, pilot production and process prove out, forecasting and ERP setup, vendor qualification, product and service manuals, package design, marketing and advanced product design, execution, market testing, sales and distribution planning, sales sports and service training, spare parts planning and logistics. Now, develop improved process. In this, based on understanding the current process and the process goals, work with a team of people to develop and improve process. The process improvement would be defined in terms of activities, process output and deliverables, responsibility and gate review and design review. Now third, integrate organization. In addition to identifying and improved process flow and activity definition, a common problem is the need for improved organizational integration within the product team responsible for development. Determine responsibility to identify organizational implementation such changes and facilitate team launch activities. 4. Determine system integration and requirements. In this, PDM means product data management system tools provide a repository for product data during development. As a product moves into production, much of this data needs to be made available to the manufacturing and system such as enterprise resource planning ERP. Identify how and when data should be established to move from a more limited PDM system to a broader product life cycle management PLM system approach. Now fifth, develop plan templates. Based on the revised process and organization approach, develop a standard launch planning approach and planning template using tools such as PD Track, MS Word and MS Project. Now sixth, deploy improved process and tools. After this improved process and tools are developed, begin by plotting them on a new product about to launch. This approach would prove out the process and tools, gathering valuable experience and identify any issues that need to be addressed or improved before full deployment. Once the pilot is satisfactorily completed, develop a plan for full deployment. Provide required training and if desired manage the implementation of new process. Now last one is develop product launch plan. In this, product launch plans can also be developed through either facilitating discussion or developing draft plans for review. Marketing and advertising expert can help in those areas. Now, benefit of an improved product launch processes. An improved product launch process result in faster time to market and time to profit. Activities are better planned and coordinated and more tightly integrated. System data requirements are better understood and system may be better integrated. This is in better production ramp up, more effective marketing and sales force better prepared to begin selling the new product. Now, some steps are there. First, to avoid a poor product launch. Successful product launches are built on the processes and methods that communicate your valuable proportion. They are designed to grow your business and more significant to intentionally exceed the expectation of customer, channel partners, employee or industry analyst. Poor product launch cost. Everyone gets scientific product development processes such as capability maturity model and product development life cycle. But many organizations still approach product launches as an art instead of science. Failure to commit enough people, technology and management result from a lack of understanding of what makes up a successful product market launch. Now, successful product launch. In this, assign dedicated resources. Launch management has to be your team day job. For the duration of the launch, successful companies dedicate team executive to challenges of building market momentum for a new product launch. Companies that excel at product launch strive for consistencies. These use the same team from launch to launch, leveraging their experience and knowledge of shared processes and organizational decision making. Second, do not overcommit your product. Means do not overcommit your product. The old rule bears repeating: undercommit and over deliver. The biggest mistake company make on product launch is overcommitting the product to customers, analysts and employees. To avoid disappointment and distrust, resist the temptation to oversell your product's capabilities and benefit to customer and your own employees. Third, implement a scientific launch process. Use the same proven scientific process with product launches as you do with product development. This means planning, managing, tracking and measuring from the conception of your product you need. Last, leverage collaboration of tool. Globalization, downsizing and telecommuting have changed the way enterprises operate. Organizations are spread out and you can't do anything that you did with everybody was in the same building. Technology like web conferencing and collaboration environments let widely dispersed teams bridge the geographic gap and work together easily. And today these services come at prices that are affordable for organizations of any size. Collaboration technology unites dispersed team members. Now, developing a new product NPD strategy. It should be clear that establishing a direction for a business and a selection of strategies to achieve its goal from an ongoing evolving process that is frequently subject to change. This is a picture which key inputs into new product strategies. External environment changes, internal organization inputs. Ongoing corporate strategies, that means ongoing R&D and technology management strategies, two-way communication. Ongoing marketing strategy is also two-way communication, and the link between ongoing R&D technology and ongoing marketing strategy. At last, new product strategies. Ongoing corporate planning. In ongoing corporate planning, in large organizations, this can be a very formal activity involving strategic planner and senior manager, which is responsible for setting the future direction of the business. In smaller organizations, this activity may be undertaken by owner of the business in an informal. Ongoing market planning. Decision by market plan may have equally significant effect. For example, the realization that a competitor is about to launch an improved tennis shoe that offer additional benefit may force the business to accelerate new product developments projects. Ongoing technology management. In most science and technology intensive industries such as the pharmaceuticals and computer software industries, this activity is probably more significant than ongoing market planning. Technology planning or technology average is very high. Opportunity analysis and serendipity. In addition to the inputs that have been classified above, there are other inputs and opportunities that are often in double miscellaneous or put down to serendipity. Now, models of new product development. Among the ongoing management literature of the subject, it is possible to classify the numerous models into 7 distinct categories. First, departmental stage model. Second, activity stage model and concrete engineering. Third, cross-function model, teams. Fourth, decision stage model. Fifth, response model. Sixth, conversion process model. And seventh, response model. There are many companies, especially small, especially manufacturing companies, that continue to operate craftsmen. First, department stage models. This can be shown. Now, activity stage model and concrete engineering. These are similar to department stage model, but because they emphasize activities conducted, they provide a better representation of reality. They also facilitate iteration of activities through the use of feedback loops, something that a department stage model do not. Activity stage model, however, have also received fierce criticism from percepting the over the wall. Now, cross-function models. Common problem that occur within the product development process center around the communication between different departments. In addition, products would frequently be passed back and forth between functions. Moreover, it interface the product would undergo increased changes, hence lengthening the product development process. The cross-functional teams approach remove many of these limitations by having a dedicated project team representing people from variety of functions. Now, decision stage models. Decision stage model represent the new product development process as a series of decisions that need to be taken in order to progress the project. Fifth, response models. Response models are based on the work of Becker and Whistlers, who used as behavior approach to analyze change. In particular, this model focus on the individuals or organization response to a new product proposal or new idea. This approach has revealed additional factors that influence the decision to accept or reject new product proposal, especially at the screening stage. Sixth, conversion process model. As the name suggests, conversion process model view new product development as numerous input into black box, where they are converted into an output. Ideas and manufacturing appeal, and the output would be the product. The concept of variety of information input leading to a new product is difficult to criticize. Now, network models. This is the figure of network model to product development. In external inputs, social needs, competitors, supply partnership, distributor, customer, strategic alliances. In external inputs, competitors, supplier, distributor, customer. Now, as in blocks, marketing and sales, finance, engineering and manufacturing, research and development. The overall accumulation of knowledge over time. Now, external inputs, competitor, supplier, distributor, customer, university departments. External inputs, scientific and technical development, company, suppliers, customer, university department. Thank you. That's all for lecture 4th.